Now, are we witnessing a re-emergence of POGOs, and what does the government plan to do with it?
To answer that, we have with us PAOCC spokesperson Winston Casio on the line. Spokes, thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Hello, magandang umaga po. Good morning, Diego and Angela.
Alright, Spokes, may developments po ba tayo dito yung sa Pasay raid na ito at bakit po nakapag-operate pa rin ito?
Well, obviously, they've operated because illegal talaga sila. They belong to a criminal organization who does not intend, who has no intention of leaving the country, who has no intention of following the ban imposed by the President. Kaya nagpapasalamat kami sa mabilis na pagtugon ng LGU ng Pasay to be able to provide the mission order that served as the basis to close down this particular POGO operation last night.
Yung itong POGO na ito, do you see any link to the other breakaway factions na nakikita, na binanggit nyo before, na within the metro?
Yeah, apparently, they've been closed before. So sila yung Unlad Silangan that used to be a master licensee. Unlad Silangan. Meron talagang lisensya yan. Kinancel ang POGO way back 2024.
Okay.
Late 2023, sorry. Late 2023. They were canceled late 2023. But apparently, they simply transferred from their previous location doon sa One Wheels condominium kung saan na nga sila nahuli last night.
Okay.
Oo. Spokes, correct me if I'm wrong, this is not the first time na may na-raid po kayo na POGO operation sa bandang Pasay. Kasi if I can remember if correctly, meron din most recently na na-raid naman na parang hotel yon sa basement na nagkakaroon din ng mga guerrilla operations ng POGO doon. Bakit po kaya sa Pasay ngayon ang target nilang lugar?
Primarily, not only in Pasay, they've been congregating in the southern part of Metro Manila because this is where the biggest casinos are located, as well as the gateway. The gateway is located, yung NAIA natin.
Yes.
No? So these foreign nationals are addicted to gambling, personally. So a good number of them frequent the casinos here in the entertainment center of southern Metro Manila. So that's why it's their primary location. Most preferred location is in Pasay, Parañaque, and in even parts of Makati. No? It has nothing to do with the LGUs. It's their preferred location because of their proximity to the casino.
Oo. Yun nga po I just wanna ask you po then, Spokes, saan po ba kumukuha ng lakas ng loob? Itong mga POGO operators na to na even after yung declaration nga ng ban dito sa ating bansa, ang dami pa rin po natin nahuhuli. I was wondering kung meron din po ba kayo nakikitang mga backer, mga kasabwat dito sa atin?
Just like any other type of organized criminal syndicates, no amount of organized criminal organization would be able to exist without some form of public corruption. It always is there is a correlation between public corruption and organized criminality. So obviously meron yan. But the president has a zero tolerance for government officials who do not merely condone but provide protection to this type of criminal activities. Kaya part din po yan sa mga investigasyon na ginagawa ng Interagency Task Force na kinabibilangan ng DILG at DOJ. It's for that reason that we're very thankful, Angela and Diego, to the Secretary of the Interior for his very bold pronouncement directing all GU officials, the local chief executives, to be always on the lookout for the red flags in relation to POGOs.
Yan, Spokes, Winston, are you confident na you will have this in check very soon? Are you monitoring po several groups right now?
Yeah, truth be told, since February 13, when PAOCC started all these raids against these errant POGOs, we've been getting almost daily reports. But of course, before we act on them, we have to validate the reports to make sure that these are not, not legitimate businesses run by some foreign nationals, no? Kasi there are also legitimate businesses that are run by foreign nationals. Some Filipinos have become forgive me for saying, some Filipinos have become too xenophobic about it, no? Na pag nakita lang sila ng Chinese, automatic sinasabi na nilang POGO.
Pogo.
But not all businesses
Oo
run by
naman.
Chinese are POGOs.
Okay.
Recently po sinabi ni Senator Tulfo, he actually called out yung mga kabagalan daw po dahil since December pa yung call nga daw po na iba ng POGO pero kukonti or hindi pa lahat, hindi pa 100% na nade-deport yung mga illegal foreign workers and nakikita nga po natin nakakasama pa yung iba sa ilang mga operations dito. Are you currently in talks pa rin po? I'm sure po no na kayo po ay in talks with BI no, Bureau of Immigration tungkol nga po dito sa mga deportation. Do we have an update on this?
Yeah, we're always on a regular communication with both the Bureau of Immigration and the National Bureau of Investigation, as well as the Department of Justice, to streamline the process in relation to deportation. And thankfully, both agencies, BI and NBI, were able to come up with a process that would allow the release of clearances within a few days or a week. So that would mean that after every operation, once we get all those clearances with us, we'll be able to deport siguro hundreds of nationals in less than a month.
Paano po yung mga illegal foreign workers din po na, I think, if I remember it correctly, nasabi nyo nga po nakakasuhan din po muna bago sila ipa-deport?
Yes. A good number then of them would also have to be criminally charged naman po because they are bastardizing our legal frameworks in the Philippines. So we'd have to show to the international community that the Philippines does not condone this type of activities, and if any of their nationals are found to be guilty of these criminal allegations, then they'd have to spend time in our Philippine jail. But that's less than 5% of the sum total of all deportable foreigners.
Okay, folks, we all know na it's very critical also in involvement po ng mga the general public in curbing out these illegal activities. If they want to report po, do you guarantee them na yung anonymity, that it will remain anonymous? And how do they determine po daw? Kasi minsan ang dami nagtatanong, paano nila ma-determine minsan ang difference between a call center na may mga Chinese daw or from a illegal POGO operation already na nagsiscam? Kasi minsan baka magkamali daw sila mag-report, ayaw nila naman ng ganun.
Yeah. Technically, BPOs, business process outsourcing, ang ratio of employees in relation to foreign and local employees should not be more than 5% foreign nationals.
Okay.
So, if it is a BPO, by mandate of the by law, it should only be they should only be employing 5% foreign nationals of the total workforce. So if you see that a particular BPO or a call center has more than that 5%, meaning to say you see more foreigners coming in and out of a building rather than more than the Filipinos, then obviously that's a red flag.
Spokes, may
So
mga...
that is already indicative of a POGO that should be reported to us.
Interesting you mentioned that also, Spokes, kasi may mga instances ba na kunyari isang Pinoy sumali sa isang kala niya call center, yung pala later on malaman niya ay isang scam hub pala ng POGO operations. May mga na-encounter kayong ganyan, Spokes, sa mga na-read nyo?
Yes, yes. But then of course, it's a matter of defense for the Filipinos, no? If they willingly and knowingly entered into a scam hub for purposes of employment, then they've got a criminal liability as well.
Okay.
So ang importante dito is for them not to be what do you call this, enticed into joining this type of criminal activities, because at the end of the day, if we'd be able to find sufficient evidence against them, given the material time available to us, makakasuhan po sila.
Okay.
Just like dito sa ATI building, yung ni-raid natin na POGO dito sa may Parañaque noong February 20, 2 Filipinas are criminally charged. So Kagabi, nung nakita ko nga sila dito sa detention facility namin, sa custodial facility namin, alam mo, nakakadurog ng puso, makita ng kababayan mong
Yeah.
napakabata, less than 30 years old, mid-20s, facing a human trafficking charge. Di ba? That's heart-wrenching, so to speak,
That's right.
heartbreaking. Kaya lang, we are duty-bound by law to impose whatever is imposable upon them, di ba?
That's right.
Kaya nagmamakaawa tayo sa mga kababayan natin. Tigilan na natin ito. Alam naman natin na malaki ang sahod na binibigay ng mga ito kumpara doon sa ibang mga trabaho. At mabilis makapasok kasi walang masyadong requirements.
That's right.
You come in at the beginning of the workday, you're processed, you're good to go. Di ba? But then at the end of the day, you've entered a criminal activity, and if we find you there, we'll charge you if we have material evidence against you.
Okay. Spokes, I was wondering lang po, ito pong na-kidnap na bata no, doon sa isang international school na allegedly po involved daw po a POGO syndicate. Are we planning to talk to the parents na baka po makatulong po sa investigasyon ng mga inire-raid po ninyo ng mga POGO?
With regards to that incident, we deferred that criminal investigation to the PNP anti-kidnapping group, in as much as this is more of a kidnapping problem rather than just a pure offshore gaming operation.
Right.
But then again, we've been sharing information with the other law enforcement agencies in relation to the possible connections of some individuals that may have perpetrated the crime or or information in relation to the victims, to the family, to the victim himself. No, yung mga ganitong krimen kasi, these have become commonplace over the years. POGO-related crime involves anywhere from murder, torture, illegal gambling, kidnapping, human trafficking, name it. So, lahat na dinala nila lahat dito. Kaya, ito yung hinahabol ngayon ng ating gobyerno, the PNP, NBI, and the PAOCC. Kasi, if we allow them to take root in the Philippines, then they would become a very potent transnational organized criminal organization. So, ngayon pa lang dapat maputol na natin yung kanilang mga ugat. Otherwise, mahirapan tayo if we allow them to become so potent and become so rooted here in the Philippines.
Oo pa. Oo. Spokes, last na po, no, before we let you go, I know you're a very busy person. Baka lang po meron po kayong number na, no, data doon po sa ilan pang mga illegal foreign workers yung dapat po natin ma-deport.
Well, as far as PAOCC, we have now reached, as of last night, as of early tonight, early this morning, let me check, 397-4401. So we have reached almost 800 deportable foreign nationals now.
Ito po yung na-deport na or i-deport pa lang?
No. These are deportable nationals that are in our custody.
Okay.
There are a good number also in the immigration facility in Bicutan. So that means to say, kung 10,650 ang natitira dito, 800, we're down to 9,000 plus of foreign nationals that we have to find all over the country.
Dami pa nun.
Manageable number.
Good
We're
luck on you.
confident that we can do it.
Right.
Good luck po sa
Good
inyo,
luck on your
Spokes.
quest. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, PAOCC spokesperson Winston Casio.